Hey, it's Gavin from Found Food. First, thank you for all your feedback, questions, and stories after the last videos. It's been brilliant to see so many of you getting inspired by wild cocktails, whether you're foraging for the first time, experimenting with kitchen gear, or just dreaming about what's possible. If you're new here, I'm a forager, wild food educator, and founder of Found Food with over 30 years' experience turning wild ingredients into something special. And we've talked about the opportunity wild cocktails bring, connecting with nature, impressing your friends, and discovering flavors you simply can't buy in a shop. But what does it look like in your life? Imagine wandering through your local park or even your own garden, spotting wild ingredients and knowing exactly how to turn them into show-stopping drinks. Picture yourself hosting friends and serving up cocktails that start conversations and create memories. Or maybe it's just you unwinding after a long day with a drink you crafted from scratch with ingredients you found yourself. I've seen people go from complete beginners, no foraging experience, no fancy bar kit, to wild cocktail champions, sharing their creations with family and friends. And that's the transformation I want for you. So let me show you exactly what I mean. One of my favourite wild cocktails is the Gold Fashioned, a twist on the classic Old Fashioned, but with a wild foraged edge. And this is dead simple to make as well. So we start with a mixing glass, any glass will do. This is just a simple tumbler. And what I'm going to do is add a glug of dandelion flower syrup, also known as dandelion honey, for sweetness. And then I'm going to add a splash of dandelion leaf bitters. Angostura bitters will do at a push. And then I'm going to add a measure of my favourite whiskey. Bourbon will do. This particular one is Welsh whiskey because I'm in Wales at the moment. A bit more generous than that. And then we're going to add a little bit of ice. I'm just going to stir. No need for a cocktail shaker for this one. Now stir gently. And what this is doing is combining all the ingredients, also cooling them and diluting them a little bit. Also, you don't need a fancy glass stirrer. A spoon will do. Now, what I'm going to do next is take my favourite rocks glass, and I'm going to put a big chunk of ice in there because it looks good. You don't need a big chunk of ice like that. A few ice cubes will do. And then I'm going to carefully, using a side plate to strain off the ice, I'm going to tip that over the new big ice cube. And that's it. It can be that simple. And then what we're going to do, just to finish it off, is I've got a little slice of lemon peel. You can use orange peel as well. Use whatever you've got handy. Impossible to do this with only two hands in front of the camera. So what you do is you take your slice of citrus peel and you give it a twist over the glass like this. Just a quick twist, and what that does is that expresses the essential oils out of the peel, and they go all in the glass and finish the drink off. And then I'm just going to drop the peel in the drink, and there we go, a Gold Fashioned. Absolutely delicious, even if I do say so myself. You might be thinking to yourself, how the hell do I make dandelion honey and dandelion leaf bitters? Well, that's all in the book, but it's also in the videos that we've got as bonuses as well. So you don't need fancy gear or rare ingredients, just a bit of curiosity, a willingness to forage, and a sense of adventure. And that's just one example. I've seen people go from total beginners to wild cocktail champions, sharing drinks like this with friends and family. Now, I recently heard from one of our community, Rachel, who started out nervous about foraging. Within a few weeks, she was confidently picking wild mint and elderflowers and mixing her own signature cocktails for her birthday party. She actually told me, I never thought I'd be the person bringing wild drinks to the table. Now my friends ask me for recipes. So you might still be wondering, What if I can't find the right plants? Well, don't worry. I focus on common, safe, easy to find ingredients, and there's always an alternative. Maybe you're thinking, what if I mess up a recipe? Honestly, some of my best drinks start as happy accidents. Wild cocktails are forgiving, and experimenting is half the fun. Maybe you're thinking, is it really worth the effort? Well, if you want to connect with nature, impress your friends, and make memories, absolutely it is. And the ultimate transformation? Well, you become the go to wild drinks person in your circle. You gain confidence outdoors and in the kitchen, and you create memories, stories, and skills that last a lifetime. If you're ready to take this journey further, keep an eye out for my next video where I'll show you exactly how to get your hands on the book, The Wild Mixologist, plus some launch only bonuses and limited spots for my live face to face launch party. This is a one-time offer for those who want to dive in and make cocktails part of their life. I'd love to hear from you. So, what's the biggest thing holding you back from making wild cocktails? Or what question do you still have? Drop a comment below or reply to this video. I promise I read everyone. Thanks for watching and stay wild.